Guiding your child to do the right thing, naturally and gently. As parents, we all want our children to grow up knowing right from wrong and behaving kindly. But how can we guide them effectively, so they not only understand what we mean but also feel close and connected to us? Today, let's explore how to truly understand children from 0 to 6 years old, and how to give clear, gentle guidance that they can follow with ease. This guide will walk you through your child's developmental stages, so you'll know exactly what to say and do to help them learn what's right, while also feeling loved. Let's start with 2 key ideas. First, we need to truly understand the developmental characteristics of children from birth to age 6, how they think, feel, and what they're capable of. Second, good guidance doesn't come from giving orders or forbidding things. It comes from speaking clearly and specifically about what we want our child to do, in a way that's easy to follow and understand. Now, let's dive deeper into each part. Understanding your child in the early years. Have you ever wondered, what's going through my child's mind? Why are they acting like that? To guide our children well, we first need to understand them. The 0 to 6 age range is when children begin to explore the world, and every action they take is a learning experience. At this stage, kids can't be perfect or always do the right thing like we might expect. They're still learning to tell right from wrong, and this takes time, plus a lot of support from us. Think of your child as a little explorer, curious but unaware of the rules. Your role is to be their guide, helping them discover the world in a safe and joyful way. Cognitively, children from birth to age 6 are in what psychologists call the pre-operational stage. This means they're starting to understand symbols and language, but their thinking is still very concrete. They rely on what they can see, hear, and touch. They're also naturally self-focused, so understanding how others feel or think is still a big challenge. For example, if you say, "Please don't be loud. Mommy's tired," your child might not really understand why you're tired, and continue playing noisily. It's not that they're being difficult, they just haven't developed the ability to see things from your point of view. Emotionally and linguistically, this is a period of rapid development. By age 2, most children can start forming simple sentences. By age 6, they're often capable of having full conversations and understanding basic concepts like boundaries, discipline, and even praise. During this time, it's crucial to help your child build self-control and a sense of safety. A hug, a gentle voice, or a warm smile can make a huge difference, helping your child feel loved and more open to listening. Physically, by age 6, most kids can run, jump, hold a pencil, and dress themselves quite well. But with their growing curiosity comes risk, so your guidance also needs to keep them safe. For instance, remind them to sit down if they're climbing on a high chair, or hold their hand while crossing the street. Once you understand these developmental traits, guiding your child becomes less about telling them what to do and more about walking with them through their growth journey. Be patient, because every small step your child takes is a big victory in the long run. Giving clear and positive instructions. Now, let's talk about how to actually guide your child in a way that works. Have you ever felt frustrated because your child wouldn't listen? No matter how many times you repeated yourself, the key is often in how you phrase things. Instead of using prohibitive phrases like, "Don't run," or "Stop that," try saying exactly what you do want your child to do. For example, "Please walk slowly," or "Sit down on the chair." "Sweetie, why does this work better?" First, it's clear, so your child knows exactly what you expect. Second, it's positive, so your child feels like they're being guided, not scolded. For instance, if your child is standing on a chair, instead of saying, "Don't stand on that chair, it's dangerous," you could say, "Come sit on the chair so I can help you put your shirt on." This way, you're not just giving an instruction, you're inviting your child to solve a problem with you. Another important tip: keep your sentences short. Young kids, especially those under 6, can get distracted easily if you say too much. Let's say your child is running and you say, "Don't run, because if you run too fast, you might fall. And if you fall, you'll get hurt. And then I'll have to take you to the doctor." Chances are, your child only caught the first few words. Instead, just say, "Walk slowly, please." That's often all they need. If your child doesn't listen right away, don't rush to punish or raise your voice. Try using logical consequences. For example, if your child refuses to put away their toys, you can calmly say, "If you don't put your toys away, I'll have to keep the toy box until tomorrow." The important thing is to stay calm, no scolding, no threats, because those only create fear, not understanding. And finally, be consistent and persistent. Guiding a child is a process, not a one-time event. Every day, in all the little moments. Keep using clear, positive language. If you have grandparents, a partner, or other caregivers involved, try to agree on how to speak to the child. If you say, "Please sit on the chair," but grandpa says, "Don't stand there," your child might get confused about what to do. When the adults are consistent, kids learn faster and feel more secure. The journey of parenthood is never easy, but with empathy and the right guidance, you'll see your child slowly become a more attentive, confident, and loving person. Start with the little things: a kind word, a gentle hug, a shared smile, and together, you'll build a world full of joy, understanding, and lifelong lessons.